हेलो एवरीवन, श्योर सक्सेस इंग्लिश क्लासेस बाय एस के शर्मा में आपका स्वागत है। स्टूडेंट्स, आज के लेक्चर में हम सेंटेंस के बारे में जानेंगे। डू यू नो व्हाट इज द सेंटेंस? Actually, in schools and colleges, it is taught that sentence is a group of words that makes a meaningful sense. In the same stream, here we are going to talk about the sentence. According to definition, sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense and words are arranged in a particular grammatical order. Means, sentence is only then when words are arranged in a particular order and grammatically they are in a sequence so that a meaningful sense can be expressed, or a group of words which expresses a meaningful sense and words are in grammatical order. As an example, look at your screen. Ran child over a car, or water cow drinks, or fly bird sky in. All these three sentences are not expressing a meaningful sense because the words are not arranged grammatically. Here, in the beginning, ran is used. Child afterwards over a car. There is no meaning. But if we talk these sentences in such a way like car ran over a child, or cow drinks water, or birds fly in sky, then these sentences will give a meaningful sense because the sentences are organized, sentences are arranged. Like in the first sentence you see, car ran over a child. Here car is a subject, ran is a verb. And similarly in second also, cow drinks water. Cow is a subject, drinks is verb, and water is object. So, when a sentence is to be formed, three very important parts are used in a particular order. Like, there are three parts of a sentence. One, subject. Second, verb. Third, object. A sentence can be made meaningful only when subject, verb and object are arranged in a particular order. First of all, in a sentence, subject is used. Then verb, and verb is followed by object in a sentence to make it meaningful. Now question is, what is a subject? Subject होता क्या है? Look at your screen, you see subject. एक्ट परफॉर्मर इन सेंटेंस. एक सेंटेंस में एक्ट परफॉर्म करने वाले को या जिसके बारे में, जिसके एक्शन के बारे में, जिसकी एक्टिविटी के बारे में सेंटेंस में चर्चा की जाए, ऑल दैट इज कॉल्ड सब्जेक्ट. इन द प्लेस ऑफ सब्जेक्ट ऑलवेज अ नाउन और प्रोनाउन आर यूज्ड. सेकंड, वर्ब, वर्ड विच शोज हाउ द एक्ट इज परफॉर्म्ड, हाउ द एक्शन इज performed in a sentence, that is called verb. And third, object, what act is done or upon what act is done, that is object. Means in its place always noun and pronoun are used. Have a look on the examples. Baby is eating apple. In this sentence, baby is acting, baby is act performing. What act is? Act is eating. And what is? Apple. So baby is eating apple. Second, animals have drunk water. In this, animals are performing the action and action is performed of drinking. And what is? Water. In the same third, teacher teaches lesson. Now, in this, act is performed by teacher and what is? That is lesson teaching. So how? Teaches. So in this sentence, teacher teaches lesson. All these three, subject, verb and object, are arranged in a particular sequence. Similarly, going next about it, a sentence is made by 5 structures. You mean 5 structures are used to make a simple statement, a simple sentence. एक sentence को बनाने के लिए 5 तरह के तरीकों का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. First is subject plus verb. In this, subject means act performer comes in the beginning and later verb. Like he is laughing, or my friend is swimming. Birds fly, fire burns. So this was the first structure where subject and verbs are used. In second structure, subject, verb and object. All these three necessary parts of sentence are used. Like example, she needs money. Second, students are playing cricket. In first sentence, she is used as subject, needs as verb and money as object. Students as a subject, are playing as verb and cricket object. As previously you are told that in place of subject and object there are only nouns and pronouns used. Manu had lost his purse. In this also, Manu is subject, had lost verb, his purse object. And the third structure is subject, verb and complement. In this, in place of object, complements are used. Like, this book is expensive. Here, expensive word is used as complement. In the same second, Sunita is a lecturer. Lecturer word is used as a complement. This box is heavy. Here, heavy word is used as the complement. Remember, a complement can be an adjective or noun phrase. Similarly, children, the fourth structure is subject, verb and adverbial. Have the example, he laughed loudly. Second, she ran frantically. His house is nearby. It was on her foot. Remember, adverbial may be an adverb or a prepositional phrase. Similarly, the next structure is subject, verb, object and object. Some sentences have more than one object. So this structure is like first example, she gave me her pen. She is used as subject, gave as verb, me the first object and her the second object, her pen. Actually, children, in one sentence there may be direct and indirect objects. Direct object is that which is directly related to subject, and indirect which is not related to subject directly. So in the first sentence, she gave me her pen. In this, direct object is her pen and me is indirect object because she की activity gave से directly related है her pen. That's why her pen is direct object and me is indirect object. Similarly, they donated us their books. In this, us and their books, two objects are used. Their books is direct object and us is indirect. Similarly, Ravi presented him a gift. And also, Rohit lost his purse in market. Here again, we have the structure subject, verb, object and object. Now let me come to know about how many kinds of sentences are. Sentences are usually 5 types. The first one is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence, as per definition, a declarative, plain और नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट, एक पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट वाले सेंटेंस को असर्टिव सेंटेंस कहते हैं. ये आमतौर पर सिंपल बात को कहने वाला होता है. If we talk about plain or positive sentence, that is also called affirmative sentence. Sentence without no, not, never. Second, negative sentence. Sentence having no, not, never. जिन सेंटेंसेज में नो, नॉट, नेवर पाया जाए वो नेगेटिव सेंटेंस होते हैं और जिन सेंटेंस में नो, नॉट, नेवर ना पाया जाए वो अफर्मेटिव सेंटेंस होते हैं. Assertive sentence always ends in full stop. Have a look on the examples. Students go to college. Scientists have organized a seminar. We do not participate in Olympic events. She does not waste her time. So these were the examples of affirmative as well as the negative sentence which are counted in the assertive sentence. The second is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences are those sentences which ask question. A question asking statement which ends in sign of interrogation. इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस यानी प्रश्नवाचक वाक्यों में अंत में क्वेश्चन मार्क का चिन्ह पाया जाता है. लाइक इज दिस योर बुक, क्या ये पुस्तक आपकी है. वेयर आर यू गोइंग नाउ, और हैव दे पास्ड एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन. तो बच्चों इस प्रकार से इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस के एंड में क्वेश्चन मार्क पाया जाता है. जो रेड कलर में लिखे गए हैं ये कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं, जरा सुनिएगा इंटेरोगेटिव के बारे में. इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस कैन बी परफॉर्म्ड बाय यूजिंग हेल्पिंग वर्ब और बाय यूजिंग WH वर्ड्स इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ सेंटेंसेस. प्रश्नवाचक वाक्यों के बिगिनिंग में हेल्पिंग वर्ब या WH लगाकर हम इन्हें बना सकते हैं. Sentences beginning with helping verb are called yes/no type interrogative sentences, and sentences beginning with WH word are called explanatory type interrogative sentences. Because when helping verb is used in the beginning of a sentence to make interrogative sentence, their answer is only yes or no. But when WH word like what, when, where, why, who, whose, which, how, such words are used in the beginning of a sentence, then their answer is a complete sentence, not yes or no. That's why WH word beginning sentences are explanatory type of interrogative sentences. And the third kind of sentence is imperative sentences. A sentence which expresses a command, request, order, suggestion, prohibition or an advice is called imperative sentence. यानी एक ऐसा वाक्य जिसके अंदर किसी प्रकार का कमांड, रिक्वेस्ट, ऑर्डर, सजेशन, प्रोहिबिशन या एडवाइस बताई गई हो, वो वाक्य इंपेरेटिव सेंटेंस होते हैं. इट स्टार्ट्स विद अ कैपिटल लेटर एंड एंड्स विद अ पीरियड. ऑल दीज डू नॉट हैव सब्जेक्ट because they are used in second person. So imperative sentences always begin with verb. Have a look on the examples. Look at the board. Second, fetch me a glass of water. Please help me. Let them go. All these sentences are beginning with verb, and they are suggesting, advise, request, order, command, etc. These always begin with first form of verb. Do not, always, like words are used in beginning. And the fourth type of sentence is optative sentences. This kind of sentences expresses a wish, prayer, desire. Optative sentences, this kind of sentence expresses a wish, prayer, desire, etc. These sentences end in exclamation mark, like may God bless him with the sun, may you live long, I wish I were a bird, would that my wife were alive. So all these sentences are expressing wish, bless, etc. And the fifth type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. So exclamatory sentence is these sentences expresses a sudden strong feeling of joy, sorrow, wonder or anger, etc. These start with capital letter and end with exclamatory mark. Hurrah, I am past. Alas, she is dead. What a beautiful stroke was it. How pretty she looks in this dress. How fast he drives. What a shame. What a pleasant day. So these are the examples of exclamatory sentence. Now let me come to know. A sentence is also divided in two parts. One is subject and other is predicate. You mean every sentence usually consists of a subject, a verb and object. According to definition, what is subject? The part which names the person, thing about which we are speaking is called a subject of a sentence. यानी किसी सेंटेंस में किसी का नाम या वो वस्तु का नाम व्यक्ति का नाम जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं या जो वाक्य में काम करता है उसे सब्जेक्ट कहते हैं। एग्जाम्पल, अनिल इज राइटिंग अ लेटर। अनिल पत्र लिख रहा है। काम कौन कर रहा है? अनिल। क्या कर रहा है? राइटिंग। क्या? लेटर। तो इस सेंटेंस में अनिल एक सब्जेक्ट के रूप में प्रयोग हुआ। सिमिलरली, शी ऑलवेज स्पीक्स ट्रूथ। In this sentence, she is used as subject. So, in above given sentences, Anil and she are used as subject. For a subject, a noun or a pronoun is used, which can be singular as well as plural. Also, a subject can be made of more than one word. The other words used with the subject may be article, determiners, adjectives, etc. Sometimes it, their, these, those, infinitives, gerund, and clauses are also used in place of subject. So, a subject can be a single word, it can be singular, it can be plural, and with subject there may be used some other words like article, determiners, adjectives, or also in place of subject we can also use it, their, that, these, those, infinitives, gerunds, or clauses. Like, it is 2 o'clock. In this, it is used in the beginning as a subject. Or, pronoun it is used as subject. There are 10 students in library. Here, they are used as subject. Swimming is a good exercise. Swimming used as subject. And to err is human. To err, infinitive as subject and swimming as gerund. Now, बच्चों सब्जेक्ट के साथ जिन जिन वर्ड्स का यूज किया जाता है those words are called enlargement of subject. The words used with the subject are called enlargement of subject. These words can also be called adjunct. Like an example, intelligent girl was honored. Bold warriors won the battle. In above given sentences, intelligent and bold are enlargement or adjunct of subject. Now, let me talk about predicate. What is predicate? Predicate consists of a verb and object. Predicate verb और object से मिलकर बनता है. Predicate tells us about the action of subject. Predicate हमें subject के action के बारे में बताता है. जैसे example देखिए, students have submitted the project. Farmers are harvesting the crop. My granny is reading Ramayana. They play chess every evening. In above given sentences, the underlying parts of the sentences are predicates. In predicate, after verb, there can be noun, pronoun, adjective, infinitive, gerund or complement. Adjective में verb के बाद noun, pronoun, adjective, infinitive, gerund या complement में से कोई भी हो सकता है. Have an example. This car is for sale. Now in this sentence, for sale is complement. She sang melodiously. In this sentence, melodiously is adverb. We enjoy playing. In this sentence, playing is gerund. So, a sentence predicate gives us a lot of information. Similarly, object. Now, upon which action is done or for what the action is done is called object. जिस पर कार्य होता है उसे object कहते हैं. Example, baby is sleeping in cradle. In this sentence, act performer is baby, verb is sleeping and object is cradle. Similarly, Rohit has returned library book. Now, Rohit is act performer, so he is a subject. Has returned is verb and library book is object. Research scholars are writing thesis. In this, subject is research scholars and verb is are writing and object is thesis. Now students, some sentences are given for you for practice. Have a look on these. Separate the subject and predicate in each of the following sentences. इन सभी वाक्यों में subject और प्रेडिकेट को अलग अलग करना है. So this is your homework and do it, try to understand it and do it better. So this was today's lecture. We come to know about what is sentence, what are the various parts of sentence and how many kinds of sentences are. Also we come to know about subject, predicate. So if you like this video, then share it, subscribe it and सब्सक्राइब अवश्य कर लीजिएगा so that in future you can get every new update about your learning. जय हिंद.